India has surpassed Brazil to become the second worst hit in the world by the coronavirus pandemic. With a record a daily spike of 90,802 cases, taking the country's tally past 42 lakh. Health Ministry data showed that this morning, this is the second consecutive day that the country registered over 90,000 new infections in 24 hours. About 8.82 lakh cases in the country are active and the recovery rate stood at 77% this morning. The United States, which has the highest number of COVID-19 cases in the world, has over 62.75 lakh COVID infections. So far, about 20 lakh or more than India. About 32.5 lakh COVID patients in the country have recovered so far. Over 69,000 recoveries were recorded in the last 24 hours across the country. 71,642 deaths linked to the COVID-19 has been registered since the beginning of the pandemic. 1,016 deaths have been recorded since yesterday. India has been reporting the highest number of daily COVID cases in the world for nearly a month, according to the World Health Organization data. Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka and Uttar Pradesh are the worst hit states. These 5 states also reported the highest number of new cases in the last 24 hours. About 32.5 lakh COVID patients in the country have recovered so far. Over 69,000 recoveries were also recorded in the last 24 hours. Across the country, 71,642 deaths linked to COVID have been registered since the beginning of the pandemic. 1,016 deaths have been recorded since yesterday. The positivity rate, which is an indicator of the prevalence of the highly contagious disease, stood at 12.6% this morning as compared to yesterday's 8.2%. About 7.2 lakh samples were tested over the last 24 hours, taking the total number of samples tested to 4.95 crore. India has a population of 130 crore and a patient can be tested more than once till he recovers. India's comprehensive and calibrated actions within the umbrella strategy of test, track, treat have resulted in a low mortality rate, the Union Health Ministry had said. Sustained efforts through early diagnosis and timely and effective treatment continue to steadily push the CFR down, the Health Ministry said in a tweet. The fatality rate stood at 1.7% this morning. Over 1.43 lakh patients recovered over the weekend. The government data showed 70,072 discharges in the 24 hours leading up to September 5 and a record of 73,642 discharges from the hospital on September 6th. A central team was rushed to Punjab on Sunday to help the state in its fight against COVID-19. Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka, 3 of the 4 states most badly affected by the COVID pandemic, have instructed to take aggressive measures to control the spread of the infectious virus. The Union Health Ministry on Saturday directed the 3 states to keep their mortality rate below 1%. Across the world, over 2.7 crore cases have been logged so far. 8.83 lakh COVID patients have died after the United States and India, Brazil, Russia and Peru have the highest number of cases. Bureau Report.